Tonight's news focus: Sarawak launches Sustainability Blueprint 2030. Sarawak targets net zero emissions by 2050. Sarawak gears up to become a leading semiconductor hub in the region. Assalamualaikum and good evening. Sarawak has taken yet another significant step in its sustainability journey with the launch of the Sarawak Sustainability Blueprint 2030, making it the first state in Malaysia to craft a long-term strategic roadmap for a comprehensive transition towards a green economy. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg said the comprehensive strategic plan developed by the Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability would serve as a key framework for the establishing Sarawak as a leader in a low-carbon development in Southeast Asia.
Today, with immense pride and a deep sense of responsibility, I am incredibly honored to officially launch the first ever Sarawak Sustainability Blueprint 2030, a pioneering effort by any state in Malaysia.
The blueprint outlines 10 strategic pillars, 48 targeted strategies, and 111 comprehensive action plans that encompass every facet of the state's sustainability agenda, from green policies to social and economic sectors. Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari added that the blueprint not only serves as an internal guide for Sarawak but also strengthens the state's strategic positioning in supporting Malaysia's leadership at the regional level in the low-carbon transition and collective climate action.
Sarawak is open for business, and more importantly, Sarawak is open for collaboration. We extend a sincere invitation to partners, investors, innovators, and like-minded nations to join us on this exciting and vital journey.
For the record, ACC 2025 is the inaugural conference organized by the Argus Media, supported by the Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability Sarawak (MISTI) and Business Events Sarawak. The conference brings together over 300 delegates from across Asia and around the world, including policymakers, industry players, researchers, and sustainability experts. The two-day events feature strategic sessions on carbon governance, carbon market management, industrial emissions reduction strategies, the potential of renewable energy in Asia, as well as technologies and industry solutions for carbon removal and emissions control. Sarawak is now firmly on track to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050, following the introductions of a robust and progressive legal framework for carbon management and climate change. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg said that clear state policies and regulations form a vital foundations for the development of a competitive carbon market.
In carbon management and policy, Sarawak has established a progressive and robust legal framework. We understand that a well-defined regulatory landscape is the bedrock of any successful carbon market.
He made these remarks while officiating the Asia Carbon Conference ACC 2025, a two-day event which brings together stakeholders from both within Malaysia and abroad. Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari added that the enforcement of the Environment Greenhouse Gas Emissions Reduction Ordinance 2023, which came into effect on 1 March 2024, marked a major turning point in the state's climate governance.
This landmark legislation mandates GHG emission reporting for scheduled economic sectors, empowering the state to regulate and progressively reduce emissions, placing Sarawak firmly on a clear trajectory towards net zero carbon emission by 2050.
The Premier also noted that the Sarawak government is in the final stages of preparing the Sarawak Carbon Roadmap, which will outline the comprehensive framework for carbon market investment and the development of the well-regulated and accessible carbon market. At the same time, Sarawak continues to stress the importance of alignment between federal and state policies in climate governance and the developments of the carbon market. Sarawak is taking significant steps towards becoming a major semiconductor hub in the region amid the following chip war between the United States and China. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said the ongoing chip war has prompted global players such as Intel, TSMC and Samsung to diversify their manufacturing operations to the region like Southeast Asia, India, Europe and the United States. According to him, this reflects a strategic shift towards relocating production to geopolitically stable and neutral regions.
Thus, it is timely that we have established the Semiconductor Strategic Framework to position Sarawak as a high-value semiconductor hub in the region. Our vision is clear: to make Sarawak a competitive, resilient and future-ready player in the global semiconductor industry.
He made these remarks during his winding-up speech at the 19th Sarawak Legislative Assembly Dun sitting here on Wednesday. Dato' Petinggi Abang Zohari added that this evolving landscape will drive investments across the entire semiconductor value chain.
This framework will drive investment across the entire semiconductor value chain, boosting Sarawak GDP by attracting high-impact investment, fostering innovation, and building a talent-driven ecosystem for industrial transformation.
The Sarawak government is committed to strengthening its integrated transport network to ensure smooth domestic and international connectivity to the movement of people and goods by air, land, river and sea. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said a strong and sustainable supply chain will enable Sarawak to truly emerge as an ASEAN hub for renewable energy and the new economy.
During my visit to Toulouse, France, earlier this month, I had the opportunity to visit the ATR and Airbus headquarters as part of our preparation to establish Sarawak as an aerospace hub. Airbus expressed strong support for Sarawak's ambitions, and they proposed the Airbus Sarawak Kenyalang Strategic Partnership Avenues, covering 6 key areas. 1. Path towards sustainable aviation fuel production. 2. Human capital development. 3. Industrial ecosystem development. 4. Digital airline journey. 5. Airbus consulting project for Borneo. And 6. Airspace operation.
He added that discussions are currently underway to develop an aerotropolis in Sarawak to ensure that the Kuching International Airport is capable of handling over 15 million passengers annually. The Premier further shared that his recent visit to Abu Dhabi allows Sarawak to learn from the global model there, where the port is connected to international destinations across the Middle East, Europe, Africa and Asia. This in turn has inspired Sarawak to enhance its own domestic connectivity through better planning.
A memorandum of understanding between Abu Dhabi Ports Group and Bintulu Port Holding Berhad was signed during the visit to foster long-term cooperation in the development and enhancement of port infrastructure, maritime logistics, and port-related services in Bintulu Port and other areas of mutual interest.
Dato' Petinggi Abang Zohari stressed that this mega project will involve investments from the private sector, thus easing Sarawak's financial burden while ensuring the state's development remains sustainable in the long term. With this strategic move, Sarawak is expected to become a key destination for investment and green technology developments in Southeast Asia, creating job opportunities and strengthening the state's economy in today's industrial revolution era. Sarawak now holds full autonomy over gas distribution and is no longer subject to the Gas Supply Act 1993 or certain subjections of the Petroleum Development Act 1974. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg confirmed that this was formalized through a joint declaration between the federal government and the Sarawak government, which recognized the Gas Distribution Ordinance GDO 2016 as the governing legislation in Sarawak.
The Sarawak government will implement plans to increase gas production within its territory, sustainable utilization gas by industries, and for production of clean energy. These efforts will provide ample investment opportunities in the upstream, midstream, and downstream activities for both foreign and local investors. Such opportunities include the development of carbon capture and storage sites to realize the values of our huge potential gas reserve located in the waters of Western Sarawak, so as to secure sufficient gas for the Kuching low-carbon gas hub currently being planned.
He explained that this initiative has the potential to contribute up to 120 billion ringgit to Sarawak gross domestic product (GDP) and create 185,000 high-income jobs, with Petros playing a key role as the resource manager and main implementer of gas infrastructure. The Sarawak Port Master Plan has been described as a catalyst for economic transformation, set to elevate Sarawak as a regional and global hub for trade and logistics. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah Embas said the plan is more than just infrastructure development. It represents a bold vision to position the state's ports as engines of economic growth, in line with the objectives of the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030, PCDS 2030.
Dato' Speaker, this plan will achieve this by four main drivers, namely streamlining governance, modernizing and developing port and free trade zone infrastructure, driving economic diversification, enhancing connectivity, while ensuring that the plan is financially viable, environmentally sustainable, but more importantly, attractive to investor partner and the ambitious foreign investor.
He made the remarks during the winding up speech for his ministry at the 19th Sarawak Legislative Assembly sitting on Wednesday. Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah added that the plan will open up greater opportunities for local businesses and industries and serve as a foundation for a long-term economic growth that is no longer solely dependent on natural resources. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Ending the UKAS Bulletin with a feature on the Premier's 2030 vision for Sarawak Smart Cities. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.
Visi Premier 2030 Bandaraya Pintar Sarawak. Sarawak sedang membangunkan pelan induk bandar pintar bagi kawasan-kawasan bandar yang akan mengutamakan kemampanan alam sekitar di dalam proses urbanisasi. Pelan induk bandar pintar Kuching dibangunkan dengan mobiliti karbon rendah dan infrastruktur bandar pintar sebagai keutamaan yang penting di dalam pembangunan ibu negeri Sarawak pada masa hadapan. Dimulakan pada 2019 oleh Majlis Perbandaran Miri dan Sarawak Information System Sdn Bhd Sains. Antara komponen-komponennya termasuklah papan tanda digital, bandar selamat dan taman selamat, perparitan pintar, bas pintar, trak pintar, aplikasi bandar pintar, Miri Cares, pelancongan Miri, Electronic Local Authority 2 ELA2 dan pusat kawalan. Bangunan-bangunan hijau yang mematuhi Indeks Bangunan Hijau GBI, antara yang menyelah termasuk Universiti Teknologi Sarawak UTS di Sibu dan bangunan Dewan Bandaraya Miri. Pusat Operasi Bersepadu Sarawak SIOC merupakan komponen penting di dalam perancangan Bandar Pintar Sarawak dan saling boleh kendali serta ia adalah sebahagian dari inisiatif Kerajaan Sarawak dari visi yang amat berhormat Datuk Tinggi Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak. Penggunaan meter elektrik pintar yang dimulakan oleh Sarawak Energy untuk mempertingkat pengalaman pengguna dan membekalkan perkhidmatan bacaan bil yang tepat berdasarkan penggunaan masa sebenar. Pusat Kawalan Bersepadu adalah yang terkini di pusat lokasi untuk memberi arahan, koordinasi dan membuat keputusan di dalam menyokong respon insiden. Sarawak bakal menjadi contoh kepada negeri-negeri lain di Malaysia dengan perancangan Bandar Pintar. Visi Premier Sarawak Maju 2030.